What's happening, guys? My name is OTG and I'd like to welcome you to week number 5 of my Premier League prediction series, where I give my verdict on this week's Premier League fixtures and hopefully give you an look on what will possibly happen in the upcoming Premier League matches. So we start off with the early midday Saturday match between Swansea and Everton. Swansea have had an okay start of the season for a team of their sort of calibre, and Everton have had an okayish start of the season. A bit of a dodgy one, really. They can't seem to make up their mind whether they want to win or lose. Obviously they beat Man United, but I believe they lost to Fulham or West Brom. I think it was one of the two. But then we go on to the first of the 3 o'clock kickoffs. We have Chelsea versus Stoke. Chelsea obviously have had a really good start. They drew 2-2 with Juventus, that was a very good match. I only saw a little bits of it, as most people in my situation were watching Man City versus Real Madrid, and I'll come to that later on. Stoke, always a tough challenge. They obviously gave Man City a good game, but I'm going to have to say that Chelsea will not be able to pick up all 3 points in this one. I'm going to have to go for a 2-2 draw. Stoke are very good at holding up teams. It might be at Stamford Bridge, but Stoke are a very, very strong team anyway. Then we come on to the next match, which is Southampton versus Aston Villa. Southampton are yet to win a match in the Premier League, and Aston Villa are yet to find their top form. Southampton obviously have some really good players, such as Ricky Lambert, Nathaniel Klein, David Fox, just to name a few. Aston Villa have stars such as Agbon Lahore, Charles Nzogbia, Allah in defence, and obviously their goalkeeper Shay Given. I'm going to have to go here and say that Southampton will not pick up their first set of points, but Aston Villa will just pick them a 2-1 victory to Aston Villa. I only can say this because Southampton haven't had the run of form, but they've got a lot of passion, so that I might be wrong there, but if not, it will probably be a draw. But I'm going to go for a 2-1 to Aston Villa. We then come on to the next match, which is West Bromwich Albion versus Reading FC. Reading had a good performance against Tottenham Hotspurs. It was quite an okay match. They didn't seem to be able to click as well as Tottenham. Tottenham obviously are a lot bigger team than them, but they done themselves proud. West Brom have got some really good players such as Roman Lukaku, Shane Long, just to name a few, and they really do look like a possible Europa League team, may I actually dare say. When we come to like week, I don't know, 15, 20, I'll put down what I believe the table will be at the end of the season. That will be like end of season table. But I think West Brom are real big candidates for a Europa League spot this year. Then we have West Ham United versus Sunderland. I didn't put down the prediction for West Brom Reading. I'm actually going to say a West Brom win there 2-0. Now we actually properly move on to West Ham United versus Sunderland Athletic. I believe it's Sunderland Athletic. I'm not 100%. I'm just going to say Sunderland. West Ham are a very stable team at the moment. They obviously have the style of hoofing it up, controlling it, laying it off to either side to Nolan and Cole, or Cole doing it Cole, either way. And they have some really good talent there. Sunderland are a very good team. They've got amazing players. I think they've done really well with signing Johnson and others. They've done really good for themselves, and I really do think they're a good team. But this one, I'm going to have to say, will be one of the most blandest games. I'm going to have to say it will be a 1-1 draw, as neither team, I think, can outshine the other. We move on to Wigan Athletic, proper Athletic, versus Fulham Football Club. Fulham, with the Michael Jackson statue out front, are a very good team with Dimitar Berbatov, and they showed their talents. Wigan have never been the best of starters, but they're the better finishers of the league. So I'm going to have to actually go here for a 2-0 victory to Fulham, as they have been showing good signs of attacking positivity. Move on to Sunday's matches. Sunday's matches hold some really big matches, such as number 1, the earlier kickoff, which is Liverpool versus Man United. An old rivalry at Anfield. There'll probably be a bit of controversy if Evra, get the word out, Evra and Suarez both play. I doubt they'll shake hands. That'll be a bit more, or this and that. But I think Butner will start, and that's actually something. Man United have got some real talent like Butner, Kagawa, Powell, and they are really looking strong. Liverpool, it's just they haven't won a match. They're doing very poor. They are on the same sort of team as they were a few years ago when they got Torres. I'm going to have to say a Man United 3-0 win here. I probably wouldn't have said that before, but Man United will get a very easy win over Liverpool, I think. Then we come on to Newcastle versus Norwich. If I'm correct in saying, this actually was a championship fixture not so long ago. Yeah, that is how long ago this was. These two met last season, obviously, but it was once a championship fixture. Newcastle have got Papi Stembasiste, who isn't on the best form. They've got Demba Ba, Hatem Ben Arfa, Johan Cabaye, Colaccini, Krul, Danny Simpson. They have got some really good players. Norwich have got Robert Snodgrass, Grant Holt, Mark Tierney. Some really good players. I think Tierney's actually quite a good player, not just because he played for Colchester at one stage. But I'm going to have to go here for a 2-1 victory for Newcastle. Quite a lot, not many clean sheets. This match was actually scheduled for Saturday, but it was postponed to a Sunday. I think ESPN won a broadcast or something. We come on to the next match, which is later on. So you got one match at 1:30, then the next match at 2, then the next match. The next match at 3, then the next match is at 4. We then come on to Man City versus Arsenal. Man City obviously having a very unlucky bit of play between them and Real Madrid. Real Madrid basically done what they done to QPR at the end of the season, just putting all the pressure, and a bit of really bad defending from Vincent Kompany and Joe Hart, not really talking. Kompany should have got his head on it though. Arsenal 6-1 against Southampton. Nobody really would have expected that. I definitely didn't. But Arsenal will give them a challenge. They won't beat them. Arsenal, I'm going to have to say they're going to lose 2-0 here to a very strong Man City side who showed real good signs. I'm looking forward to the reverse match at the Etihad. We come on to the last match of the episode, which is Tottenham Hotspur versus Queen's Park Rangers. Queen's Park Rangers obviously have brought a completely new team. Haven't got a clue what they're like. They haven't had the best starts. Tottenham, Moussa Dembele, Clint Dempsey, Gareth Barry, Defoe, great players. Adebayor, so much depth. It's unbelievable. They really should be going for Champions League, as Harry Redknapp even said. At that one, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Tottenham. So, yeah, that is my Premier League predictions, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. It's a longer episode. I'm taking a bit more of a calmer route in this one. It'll probably take ages for me to get all the writing down the side, because that's a pain in the backside to type out and all. That's really annoying. But I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. My name's OTG, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.